First, we have a member on the House Judiciary Committee who will help decide whether and how to issue articles of impeachment, Democratic Congressman Steve Cohen of Tennessee. Representative, thanks for being with us on this day.
Nice to be with you, Richard.
Representative, let's start off with this. For Americans, what is the job that the Judiciary Committee is about to undertake?
We will ascertain whether the report from the Intelligence Committee and possibly other materials fit into the definitions of high crimes and misdemeanors, bribery and treason, which are the basis upon which the Congress should issue an impeachment resolution based on the Article 1.
And what will your role be? What will your role specifically be here, Representative?
Well, we will ask questions of the legal scholars that will tell us what they believe high crimes and misdemeanors are. We will ask questions of the President's counsel if they choose to have a counsel come present and respond possibly to questions, but probably we will ask questions. And we will have the opportunity to vote on yes or no should there be an impeachment article come out of the Judiciary Committee for abuse of power, for contempt of Congress, for obstruction of justice. We don't know exactly what all they'll be, but that's what we expect the three articles will probably come within.
What's the one question you'd like to ask?
Well, I'd like to ask, where is Donald J. Trump and why is he hiding? President Trump should, based on his remarks that he's made, want to come before the Judiciary Committee and tell us why what he did was not a high crime and misdemeanor, why it was not using his powers of his office for his personal political gain, and that why he should not be accused of saying to President Zelensky basically a quote quid pro quo when he said, but we have a favor to ask of you. And he said that he wants to get dirt on the Bidens. He claims there's no due process, this is a kangaroo court, we can't get justice. He has been given the right by our rules laid out and voted on by Democrats. Republicans had the chance to vote for him too, to have counsel, to ask questions, to appear, and they're not doing it.
Representative,
an innocent man will want to come and testify.
Representative, you have said that you would vote for impeachment. Do you still take that stand?
I'm not supposed to, but I do.
And you're not supposed to. Aren't you supposed to deliberate first?
You answered the question. I've deliberated for the last God knows how many months. I've deliberated. I've watched the Intelligence Committee. I've studied impeachment for the last 2 years. I've listened to all the hearings. I've read all the reports. Unless there's something that comes to me through the experts, and I've read all their books, that says something different than what high crimes and misdemeanors are, and unless there's something just out of the left field coming in about what Trump did or didn't do, there's not much question. It's an open and shut case, and for anybody that doesn't vote for impeachment, they are abusing their oath of office.
Representative, you've heard your fellow colleagues on the right say, hang on 1 second here, Representative Cohen. Aren't you supposed to not have made a decision as of yet that you're exactly doing what their criticism is? Is that you've already made up a decision before you're open and listening to both sides of the argument?
Yes and no. They've made up their minds. They've said this is a witch hunt. They've said it's a hoax. They've said there's no quid pro quo. They've said that there's nothing there. There's no they're there. They've made up their minds, so they can't really, what's called a stopple in the law, they're a stop to deny that somebody's made up their mind. In my opinion, the facts are clear, and they will be made even more clear when the Intelligence Committee report comes out and when the experts tell us what high crimes and misdemeanors are in their mind. I've read all the books.
And there's been plenty written so far, but there are those who would say, sir, we have not heard enough from primary witnesses. We've only heard in a majority fact witnesses that were second or third degrees of separation from actual incidents and or processes that happened that the president's accused of participating in.
Yes, the president is not allowed Mulvaney or Pompeo or Giuliani or Bolton to come forth and testify. But the president has said, oh, but we have a favor to ask of you. The president has said on the lawn of the White House, we'd like for the Ukrainians to investigate Biden. We've had Mulvaney go, yeah, there's politics involved. You get used to it. Yeah, we did it. So we've had Mulvaney, we've had Trump, and we've had Sondland say the president told him he wants Zelensky to go on CNN, not MSNBC, CNN, and say, we're starting an investigation into the Bidens and Burisma. Yeah, we've got plenty of proof.
If you had counsel to Chairman Schiff, would you then suggest, as you're intimating here, that there's important first-hand testimony to be given by individuals like Bolton, like Cooperman, like Mulvaney, and that we might get a decision from the court as to whether they should and will give testimony to the Intel Committee or to Congress in general? Should we then wait a week or two?
It won't be a week or two. They have a right to appeal, which they will be appealing to the courts on the decision on McGahn. They will appeal and appeal and appeal and delay and delay and delay. And what that would mean, if we don't act now and we kind of wait for them and wait, we'd be schlemiels. We're not going to be schlemiels. The Judiciary Committee's got to act on behalf of the American people and not be stonewalled, not be rope-a-dope by an administration that is obstructing Congress and refusing people to have the opportunity to testify.
We would never call a schlemiel here. Sir, who are the witnesses that will be called?
You'll find that out next week.
Can you give me a hint? I won't tell anybody.
I won't tell anybody either.
You won't tell anybody?
I won't help you.
Well, you know the criticism of that, if you were watching, you probably were watching your Republican counterparts on the Sunday show saying, if we have a commitment to provide our desired witness list, how can we respond adequately given we don't know who the witnesses that will be called by the Democrats are as of yet? It's not a fair request and deadline that Chairman Nadler's giving us.
The majority always names 3 witnesses. The minority names 1. If there's a larger panel, the Republicans get more witnesses. They have witnesses to testify what they believe high crimes and misdemeanors may be. They've submitted them. I don't know who they are either. The fact is, this is the way the committee's run. There are rules about notice. The rules of notice will be complied with. Doug Collins knows the rules. And all those are crocodile tears. They are defending the undefensible.
Would you be open to more?
It's in their faces.
Would you be open to more witnesses? If we look at the Clinton impeachment process, they had 4 or 5 times the amount of witnesses, at least we know of, as of today for your particular witness list.
We have given Trump and his administration more rights to bring witnesses, to ask for counsel to be there, to have the president there, than Clinton or Nixon had. Speaker Pelosi and Chairman Nadler have gone to the nth degree to provide due process and fair play, and they've got it.
Is that a no, Representative, that you would not be open to more witnesses? I'm not saying that you'd have 19 or 20, but would you be open to maybe 8 or 9 in total?
It's not my position to respond to that. That's up to the chairman.
That's up to the chairman. So if you were to ask for counsel on that, you would say it's up to you, Chairman. Is that correct?
Excuse me. It's up to the chairman to decide who the witness will be, and they can submit witnesses, but they have to be relevant. Adam Schiff is not a relevant witness. That's show business. Asking for the whistleblower is illegal. Right now, all we've heard that they want is Adam Schiff and the whistleblower.
Right. And then for those
they might as well have the...
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Representative. Sorry.
Well, it's not going to. People sometimes say some of my humor is too 1960ish, but the one-armed man is what they're looking for. That'll get people into Google.
All right, sir. Representative Steve Cohen from Tennessee, thank you, sir, and have a great Sunday.
You're welcome, Richard.
All right.
Have a great Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday.
Yeah, we'll be watching you, sir. Thank you so much.